So Rocky Fresh dropped off his latest mixtape out of nowhere. I remember somebody in the comment section that told me it was dropping sometime this week, but I didn't pay no attention to it. So I'm scrolling through Spinnerilla, and I look and I'm like, oh shit, this nigga shit dropped out of nowhere. And I'm like, damn, okay, nobody really talked about it, or I ain't seen nobody review it, so I ain't, I was shocked that it did. And I didn't know where he was gonna take this mixtape. It's 13 records, and basically it's only like two features on here, three, Ross, Chris Brown, Ed Sheeran on here. So at the end of the day, I didn't know what to expect. But it was decent. It was dope. I won't say dope because that implies it was all the way through fire. It had its moments, but definitely was a good tape. You know what I mean, for us as fans, not hearing him for a long time. And this whole tape, basically, from what I understand from listening to it three times, it's just basically what he's been through. The last year or two, we haven't really heard anything from him. What he's been going through, he basically just gave you his life on here, from him dealing with things as far as the industry, relationships, his own personal life, um, even him as an artist. You know what I mean? Doubted himself, dealing with certain inner demons. And I was like, okay, this definitely is not what I expected, and that's a good thing, because I just thought we were gonna get a bunch of club music, money talk, but no, Rocky Fresh stayed to himself. It reminded me of Driving 88 in a sense, to where he was always the one that was kind of personal with his music. It it fits what is going on now far as music. At the same time, you're gonna have some people that really don't want to hear this type of shit, but I definitely fuck with it. It opens up with the landing. Basically he talking about his experiences in life, from where he want to go, where he been, basically what's going on with him, over a great sounding beat, with a nice sample. His flow in the joint was just perfect, and I was just stunned at that. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm tripping. Let me run that back one more time, because I was like, wow, he opened up the mixtape like this, and it was a great way to do it. Then he goes into the record with Ed Sheeran, which is track 2, Are You With Me? And I didn't know what to think about that. And I'm listening to it, and it's like, oh, okay, it's basically a relationship song, the concept behind, the ins and out of a situation, the good, the bad, the ups and downs. And Ed Sheeran adds a nice touch to the record as far as the hook. And I was like, okay, he's 2 for 2. That's pretty, decent. Then we hit a brick wall fast. Track 3, Call Me When It's Over, featuring Chris Brown. Now, the production I wasn't feeling, just the overall concept of the song, then that goes into the interlude, 8 Missed Calls. I wasn't really feeling that. I feel like those two songs definitely, it could have just, been without on the mixtape. Then it goes into track 5, which is Your Life, featuring Rick Ross. Great sample. It just basically talking about treating a female good, understanding that what a woman is worth, and for her to see what she's worth, and just basically want to enjoy time with her. So I definitely, that's what I got from the record. I definitely thought that was a good touch. And we know Ross is great on songs like this. His verse was solid, no problem with it. Then it goes into track 6, which is I Need. Definitely a lot of honesty in the record. You can hear his pain in the record, over a mellow, dramatic, beat with a soulful sample used as a hook. And I definitely feel like this is one of the better songs on this project. And this is very relatable. If you've been through certain things, I know half the shit through this mixtape he was talking about, I can damn near agree with or been through, except the money, fame, and all that other shit that come with that. You dig? But this is definitely a great record. Going into track 7, Come Again. Crazy beat. The hook was on point. His skills is what he's talking about in the record. And then it switches to him actually talking about the things that's going on in the world, as far as the police brutality, the injustice, killings that's going on amongst not just the cops killing us, but black on black crime as a whole. And that kind of was like, wow, he got kind of deep on that record. So I would definitely say this is an introspective record that a lot of people need to listen to. So I definitely fuck with that. Track 7, Come Again. Then it goes into track 8, which is Down the Road. Very unique beat. I enjoyed the sample. We just talking about, his business, and basically talking to a female. You know what I mean? Just seeing if she's down the road, through his life, what he's going through, and basically want her to partake in that, whatever they shall end up. good or bad, he just wants her to be down with him and roll with him. So I thought that was a good record. He has a lot of songs on this joint about relationship type, concepts on his project. So you definitely could tell he was going through a lot. Fake friends, all type of shit. Going into track 9, Obvious, which is an interlude. I definitely like the beat and the sample, but it was cut too short. I would have made that a song, me being me. But he's an artist, not me. Going on to track 10, Tell Me, and this is dope because the same type sample P Rain used in a incredible intro record off his last mixtape. The song was called Shut the Fuck Up. But anyway, this song by Rockie Fresh definitely had a good beat. He just talking about a situation with a female, and the ins and out. And I think at this point, if you're not really a fan of him, you would kind of get tired of this repetitive theme about relationships or breakup or him talking to a female that's not his chick. She's with somebody else, but he basically see that she's hurt and letting her know that he can do for her what he can't. Basically, it's a re-release of Marvin's Room, if you want to say that. When Drake did Marvin's Room, when everybody called it the hater anthem. I'm not calling this song that, but it definitely has details in the song similar to that. Then it gets into track 11, Thought About It. I didn't like that song. 12, track 12 is December Rain. He talking about his life over a smooth beat, decent flow. And that song by itself was definitely different. I would have put that more in the towards of the beginning of the mixtape instead of towards the end. And then the last track is a bonus track called Don't Change. Got a great production sample. It's basically in a way letting a chick know, don't change who you are for nothing in the world, no matter what friends you be around, what dudes you meet, what happens in life, stay who you are, in a sense praising her and building her up, which is a good thing as well. So overall, man, not hearing Rockie Fresh after a while, definitely think this is a solid mixtape. I definitely think y'all should check this out. This has massive replay value, except the songs that I particularly didn't like, which was, track 3, 4, and track 11. But other than that, man, the other 10 songs are solid. I get this shit a 7.5 out of 10, and the production was on point. I get it at the same rating as well, man. But if you're a Rockie Fresh fan, or even if you ain't, definitely check this out, and y'all let me know what y'all think. Other than that, man, I think he should put out an album this year. I think Ross needs to go ahead and put some money behind him and his, career, and just actually put an album in studios, because I think this mixtape proved that he has a message and he got something there, that needs to be heard. Because listening to it, I'm like, I think at this point in time, a lot of people probably can relate to this project. But, I mean, it is what it is, though. I don't want to give everything away about the project, but definitely go check it out. 1.